Hi, and welcome to Penny's Preparing Process. I'm here with my co-star, Garrett, and today we'll be discussing how to properly prepare yourself for a job interview. And we actually have two examples to show. The first example is what to wear and what you shouldn't wear and what you shouldn't do when you're on an interview. And the second example is what you should do and what you should wear when you're on an interview. For the first example, he's slouching, which doesn't really look presentable when you're on an interview.
No, not at all.
No.
Mm-mm.
And also, he's not really wearing an appropriate outfit.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, and I mean, if you're going to bring glasses to the interview, you might as well wear them.
Right. Glasses are a great accessory when you're on an interview.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe you should choose a collared shirt, maybe a tie, bow tie, even a vest might look presentable.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Something.
Okay, great. And now for our second picture here. Now
That's more like it.
Right, this one looks way better.
Yeah.
He definitely looks like he's happy to be there. He is sitting up and his hands are folded in his lap neatly.
Mm-hmm.
So he looks way more professional.
Absolutely. He's decided to wear the glasses.
Right, the glasses do give it a great touch.
Mm-hmm.
And his outfit, his vest, his tie, everything looks great. So this definitely is appropriate for when you're on an interview.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. And now we have an email from Joan of Arcadia. She has a great question. I've been offered two jobs, a job I hate with great pay and a job I like with really low pay. Which one should I choose? Well, that is a great question, Garrett. What do you think would be a great answer for Joan?
Well, it just depends on how much you can take in the workplace.
Right.
I can take a lot of suffering for a big check, but some
Definitely.
people can't deal with it, and if you'd rather have a more comfortable, laid-back, maybe fun job and,
Right.
sacrifice pay, then, that just depends on your personality.
Okay, great. Well, definitely. So it definitely decides on the person.
Mm-hmm.
However you think maybe your future entails with your career, if you like getting paid more and you don't mind not doing a career you enjoy, then definitely choose that. It might be better off for your family. Or even if you can actually afford to have lower pay when you're getting a career, then you might want to choose that if it's a job you love way better.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really your choice.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And now it's time for Penny's preparation. And these are just some preparations to do to prepare yourself for when you're on an interview. And the first one is dress to impress.
Very important.
Very important. Just like in our example number 2 we just saw, he was definitely dressed to impress.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely something that
So,
you wanna look like when you're on an interview. It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
And number 2, it's going to be shake hands firmly, show confidence. Now this is important because this is the first chance that the employer is meeting you. So you want to definitely go up there with confidence and definitely shake hands. It shows a good look.
Absolutely. And number 3, be prepared to ask and answer questions. Very, very important. This should be number 1 because that is the whole point you're there.
Definitely. And make sure you are prepared for those questions because they could be tough.
Mm-hmm. You could do a little role playing.
Definitely. That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Role playing's good.
And number 4, have a good resume.
Important as well.
Very, very important for being prepared. You want to show, your employer that you're ready and that you've have experience, and it makes it easier on them, and it's always good to have.
Always good to have. Make sure it's neat as well.
Mm-hmm.
Have a neat resume. That's very important.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, great. And now it's time for a penny for your thoughts. Proper skill set and education is important, but you also need to be on time when you're on an interview. Be presentable when you're on an interview. Definitely look presentable. Have confidence. That's very important. An employer will know if you're confident or not about the job. And have a good resume, just like we just discussed. That is very important. You need to have everything correctly written, make sure it's neat, everything's up to date, and you have all of your correct history on your resume. And your presentation and preparation is key to getting a job. So make sure that you keep all this in mind when you are in an interview. and you should be all set and fully prepared for your interview and for hopefully a great career once you get that job opportunity. Thank you so much for your time, Garrett, and thank you for tuning in for Penny's preparing process, and we'll see you next time.